Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, before we start, for those of you that pledged and decided to be a part of it, you absolutely smashed my goal for my Kickstarter, and I'm truly humbled by that, and I'm so grateful. If anybody that would still like to grab a goodie or know somebody that would, you can do so on the link in the description box below. And before we start, remember that winter solstice session on the 21st of December is going to be amazing. If you've ever wanted an FLP session with me for a fraction of the cost, you can get that and so much more. So if you want to get that, hit the link in the description bar below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So check this out. For your key to the week, you have the Empress. This is beautiful. This is a warm, vibrant energy. It's a very prosperous energy as well. Remember, the Empress always carries that energy of abundance with her, true beauty and enjoyment of our surroundings, the pleasures of life. So this could be a week where, you know, you are tucking into good food, obviously, right, where you're enjoying good, you know, nice company, nice things. This could also be a week where you're just really in a space of not only gratitude for everything that you have, but more importantly, you could be expressing beauty in a very material or practical way, which is lovely. For your actions and options, you have the Knight of Cups. So it looks like you have an offer or an opportunity for somebody. So if there's something that you want, or there's something that you need, or maybe there's some sort of a connection or a collaboration that you want to do, maybe that you've had kind of percolating or circulating around the brain, this would be a great week for you to ask for it. Whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you know want to bring into your world, or where you'd like to connect with somebody, that Knight of Cups is basically saying, yeah, you know, you've got it, just ask for it. So whatever you've got, you know, maybe if you want, yeah, this would just be a great week to ask for what it is that you want, because whatever you're offering is well received, especially with the Empress card there. For your communications and conversations, you have the Four of Swords. It's a very slow week for communications and conversations this week. And, you know, this coupled with the Empress card, this kind of suggests to me that it's kind of like, if it's smooth, if it's easy, if it flows, then you know it's for you. If it's not, if it's hard and it's forced and it feels uncomfortable, you're going to be very aware of this stuff this week. So when it comes to communication, it's definitely going to be a week that is more about the quality of the conversation that you have rather than the quantity. So this could be you know, kicking back, you know, chilling, relaxing. With that Knight of Cups there, this is going to see you maybe having an opportunity to speak to somebody on, you know, around these things. So, you know, if you're, for those of you that are employed, or you have, you know, if you have a boss or a job, this could be a week where you say, look, you know what, I would like to start either not reducing my hours or anything like that, but, you know, if you want to do that, this could be a great week to ask for it. But it could also be a time where you can say to a boss or a co-worker, actually, you know what, I would like more support, or I would like more freedom, or I would like more autonomy, or maybe the time off that I have isn't enough. This is going to see you really paying attention to what your wants and needs are on a more sort of mundane and material level. And the communication that you're having, it's not going to be that there's, you know, this week or even the week after, I actually think, is going to be so ram-packed. I actually feel like it's literally just going to be you in a space of, what's the word? Just kind of like, you know what, I don't need a million people. I just need a few really great ones. And it's going to see you kind of, you know, that's the energy that you're going to be focused on. For your Oh, okay, interesting. Leo got this card in this same position. Money and materials, you got the Five of Swords. Now, what you have that Leos didn't have is a run of cards. So you've got the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords. And when you see successive numbers like that, these are moments of manifestation. Pay attention, because you've got the Empress card there as your key to the week. So this could be a great week to manifest something or bring something into actuality. If there's something that you want or something that you need from somebody, this would be a great week to ask, because the energy is definitely there. Now, when it comes to the Five of Swords in terms of your money and materials, maybe one of the revenue streams that you have or that you've created, so for some of you, maybe you have a side business next to your job and the side business starts performing really well. You're going to have to start looking at how you balance your time with that. For those of you that have your own business or you're an entrepreneur, similar kind of energy. Maybe one stream of this is going to end up taking up a lot more of your time, and so you're going to have to start thinking about how you balance this out, because it's underneath the Five of Swords. In terms of whatever it is that you're offering, just be sure that you can back it up. Make sure that you can deliver on it, because if you don't, the chances are later down the line, probably around, let's say May, you might end up finding that you're having maybe it's just taking up too much of your time and energy. So it's just something to be aware of. You won't have any problems with it now, but it might be at a later date. For your physical health and vitality, this seems to be coming up for a lot of people, and I wonder if it's because there's so much energy about to move into Aquarius. Your shins, ankles, calves, all of that general area of the body. And then for your home and environment, Five of Swords can sometimes be a little bit challenging or a little bit conflictual. And I mean, because you've got the Four of Swords there, you're just kind of like so chilled with it, just like meh. You know, it doesn't really faze me, but just something to be aware of. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think it's going to be that much of an issue, to be honest with you. The Empress is kind of there smiling on everything. And then for your love and relations, you have, look at this. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Luck, success and abundance is coming in for all of you in some way, shape or form, which is beautiful. So for those of you that are single, you could be speaking to somebody that maybe doesn't speak a lot. Maybe they're not, you know, maybe this person's a person of few words, but whatever they do say has a lot of weight for you. Or maybe if there is somebody kind of in your life, or, you know, maybe on the periphery, you might find that they are, maybe a lot of what they say does have a lot of weight with you. And maybe that's how you come to the realization, I actually like that person. Do you know what I mean? So that's really nice. For those of you that are single, I think you could be meeting somebody almost by accident. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe a friend brings somebody over and you're like, who's this person? And then, through conversation, they end up kind of becoming a little bit more. For those of you that are partnered already, this is great because it suggests that you guys are reaching a new turning point. It means that your luck, success and abundance is coming into the relationship, which is really nice. Underneath the Four of Swords, this is you guys having more time together. With the Five of Swords in the mix, if you see some sort of conflict happening, so this is specifically for you, those of you that are in long-term relationships or married, if you see the partner having an issue or a challenge with somebody, unless you're actively called into it, sit back and watch. don't do anything with it, just sit back and watch and kind of be like, okay, when they're ready, maybe they'll call me in, and if they don't, I'm gonna stay out of it. Just so that's something to be aware of. But all in all, I actually think, even with the Five of Swords in the mix, I actually think this is going to be a really nice week for you guys. So yeah, get ready for it. With that said, I wish you all an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.